Dr. Mary Axness, ND, shines as a beacon in the naturopathic community, championing the powerful synergy of complementary and preventive wellness. Mary's philosophy is rooted in the belief that true balance is achieved through a holistic approach, integrating both physical and emotional well-being. Dr. Mary invites her patients into the delightful world of delicious enzymes as she shares her secrets to healthy, herb-infused cuisines straight from her garden. Her life is a testament to a deep-seated intimacy with the Creator, and she places a strong emphasis on expressing love both to oneself and to others as the foundation of true health and well-being.
Hello. Is everybody confused about the last few years about food, medications, and all the things that we have endured? I was confused, even as a doctor of naturopathy. Now, why naturopathy? I just want to introduce people to declutter and not get confused anymore about what nutrition is and where the place of nutrition comes in when it comes to chronic illness and stress and sleepless nights, as well as preventive wellness. Welcome to my show. This is called 1 Degree Change. I'm Dr. Mary Axness. I'm retired. It's actually so wonderful to be retired. And after over 25 years of surrounding myself in dental clinic, skincare clinic, plastic surgeons, as well as integrative clinics, and then having my own private practice. That had been such an education to me, and I want to welcome you to 1 Degree Change. What am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about why I get started, what I'm going to do, and how I'm going to help people like you. It's such a privilege to be on a show like this. I have always wanted to impart knowledge, my experience, and many of them are actually hilarious. And I want to translate that into everyday wellness, 1 degree change. And if you try some of these things, you will realize it is possible after a while that you will become very motivated to learn to eat well, learn to preventively get away from illness, and also when to go to the right doctor. Because I'm not antagonistic towards Western medication, Western doctors, surgery. They are not secondhand healing. Healing, I'm talking about healing is when you actually need to go to a doctor. You need to go to the emergency room sometimes. You need to also have a regular naturopathic doctor to help you learn your own body as far as how it relates to supplement, minerals, amino acids, enzymes. Oh, by the way, I have done a show called Delicious Enzyme, and it's a way to eat healthy, to capture all the constituents in good food, whole food. Also, you will hear about herbs. I personally have my own herb garden. I call myself an urban farmer. I eat herbs with my food. Now, people are saying, well, I eat all the greens and big deal, and nothing changes. Well, even within greens family, the cruciferous vegetables, they're full of chlorophylls and all that, but not all greens are good for us. That's a shock, isn't it? You know why? We're talking about oxalate, and there are toxic greens that our body are unable to assimilate because the people generally already have digestive issue, and plus chronic illness. We have to be careful what we put in our mouth. Now, many people want to accelerate healing. Well, I have to say, all my experience have taught me the lesson that everybody wants to feel good, but not everybody wants to heal and get well, because it can be a process, because we have to regenerate, repair tissues and glands, uh, lymphatically, organically in our guts, um, in our system, our liver, our gallbladder, our pancreas. They all work together. It is called system, and it's called the endocrine system. Now, I am a very big proponent on not taking much medications. This nation is so full of overrated medical therapy. This is not a biased opinion. We all are now learning all the side effects. So when you do uh, herbal medicine, there are contraindications. My job here is to help explain to you what is the 1 degree change and why. Why would you want to do that? Because healing is done accumulatively. We can't just overnight. When people come to me, they said, I want you to do this. And I said, okay, how long has this been going on? Trying to figure out a big bowl of soup with many things already stirred up, and inflammations, as well as the kind of quality of food we eat, packaged foods. People don't know how to read labels. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too in my subsequent show. Wear and tear in our system. Also, there are acid foods and sweet foods, protein and starch. When do you eat what, and how do you mix it together? It's a big topic. It's a very broad topic, and I'm delighted to have you in my presence. It is a privilege. And prior to my retirement, I have people ask me, how long does it take? And I just want a pill. Well, we have to now come out of the pill box mindset. We don't know all the things we've been taking in, and we have to talk about detox. And what on earth is that? We don't want to be confused anymore. There are now lots of seminars. This is not so much a seminar as a television show to help you establish a habit of changing 1 degree at a time. Because many people not just have one illness, but they have secondary diagnosis of different illness. And so when you go to see a naturopath or even your Western doctor, they only have so much time. And so you want to get the best out of them. So there will be interviews with Western doctors as well. And I call myself, before retirement, a functional doctor or complementary medical doctor. And I do muscle testing. I use fresh whole food to test the reliability of how a person responds to a whole food supplement versus a synthetic supplement. And many supplements, they are not even friendly to your own digestive system. because you have heard about constipation or diarrhea. The industry has a very tricky way of labeling for the consumers. And so we have to learn to think about what we put in. And also, our digestive system is constantly changing. You heard about microbiome. Even last night, I heard about a new way of stool testing. And the average cost to go to a naturopath can be up to thousands. And bringing awareness to know your body is about paying attention what you eat, when you eat, and many people are very concerned about weight loss. I would say be more concerned about fat loss and keep your muscles. All that is to say, come with me to the 1 degree change, and it's about longevity, vitality on a cellular level, coming from inside out. When you do that, your hair, your skin, your nails, it's just the improvement is the side effect of a whole food lifestyle. Also, your tissue, your uh, uh, cartilage injury, all that must take into consideration. Not to overburden you, let's keep it simple. How? I would have to say an apple a day does keep the doctor away. Is that simple enough? Apple is a sub-acid food. It is the best whole food on earth. Eating one apple can be a whole meal. That may be a very, very shocking idea, but guess what? I do. Drinking clean water, sunshine, taking adequate amount of vitamin D that mix with C and K can help you assimilate the nutrients in your apple. Also, attitude. A merry heart makes good medicine. What you think about. And while we're talking about thinking, let us go to the place of rest. How do you do that, Dr. Axness? Guess what? When you're grateful and you meditate on what God has given us this day, within the last 24 hours, you will be grateful and you will be staying in a state of rest. Because after all, we only have today. Today is a good day. Guess what? You can watch this program. You can be thankful for all the food you have. You can be thankful for the roof over yourself. You can be thankful that there is abundance in your refrigerator. Now, all that is to say, tomorrow has its problem. I ask my patients, please don't borrow false responsibility for today. Tomorrow has its issues. All you have to do is watch the news just a little bit, and you'll realize we live in an overly toxic world. On top of it, chemicals, lead, cadmium, they are poisonous. And also, I want to remind everybody, I have finished writing a book in 2023. It's called Optimize Wellness and Maximize Life. Optimize Wellness is about the feeding part, and Maximize Life is about the growth part. We all grow. I'm over 73, and I'm excited about my future. And I want to live a life as an example to the people after me. But one of my biggest why is that I don't want to be a liability to my spouse, to my family, to my children, because it's very costly to be ill chronically and also with tubes coming out. I don't want to go that way. So let's do the 1 degree change. And may I ask, please go get my book. It's called Optimize Wellness and Maximize Life. If you can see, and I had been doing retreats, and I'm a whole food wellness chef. I facilitate a wellness center and have started doing retreat before I retire. And I'm excited about the prospect of getting this message out to everyone, because it is possible to reverse disease. I had received 3 major healing miracles. I want to keep those miracles and to keep an active life and be a contribution to those around me. Not only that, I'm also very excited about introducing non-invasive therapy that is simplified, that helps the immune system, and also preventively healthy cells make healthy bodies. My hair is healthy and even turning darker. Now, how is that possible? Stay tuned. And I want you to look up this QR code and order this book. Most of my show, at least the first 10 sessions, has a part about feeding well. And the growth part is about cultivating a mindset of eating as much healthy food as possible, sleeping well, help your digestive, your microbiome clear from parasites. That's important. You're hearing all about it now. So thank you for tuning in. Love you all. And let's meditate on optimizing wellness and maximizing life. Thank you, and God bless.